So yesterday we got NBA 2K18 screenshots for the first time, and a month ago we got NBA Live 18 screenshots and gameplay on top of that. So I figured what a great opportunity to compare these two games and their graphics so early in late July. In order to do this, I brought over one of my good friends. You could expect to see him on the channel a lot. He's gonna be posting NBA Live and NBA 2K18 gameplay this year. My man TPG, say what's up to the family, bro.
What's good, boys? It's your boy TPG back in the building here, helping out my good friend Mike here, bringing you guys these great comparisons with the NBA Live screenshots and recently new 2K18 screenshots.
But hold up, this is your first time on my channel. How are you back in the building?
You're stupid.
If this is your first time on my... No, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to mess with you, bro. But let's get enough with that, man. I'm going to leave a link to TPG's channel. Be sure to check him out. And, of course, if you're a big fan of NBA and NBA gaming, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Without further ado, man, on your screen, you should see our very first comparison. And ironically, these two pictures seem very, very similar. We have a picture of DeMar DeRozan in NBA Live 18 compared against DeMar DeRozan in NBA 2K18. And the first thing that I'm noticing is, first of all, NBA Live 18, I have to go ahead and say this, it definitely has improved. It definitely has improved. The graphics look way better, but NBA 2K18 just seems to have the details down, man. What do you think about this, T?
So I would have to agree with you. I think NBA Live has taken leaps and bounds beyond from what it has been, from like starting with NBA Live 14 looking like it was still like a last gen game. I mean, just looking at this DeMar DeRozan picture, the reflection coming off his forehead, the hairline, and like the inconsistencies, the tattoos and the detail. It's just, it's beautiful. But you are correct. Looking at the 2K version of it, it's just they got the scars, they got the tattoos down to like a science. The jerseys are beautiful. I think 2K's got the edge on the graphics this year, but we'll take a look at the next few ones and hopefully we can get that proven.
And of course, guys, let us know what you think. Who do you think has the hand in graphics? What details do you think Live is doing better on than 2K is doing better on? We definitely want to get your opinions for this. And on to the next picture. We have a picture of Kyrie Irving in NBA Live 18. Now, again, these photos were dropped about a month ago. In fact, NBA Live 18 has gameplay out already, and I'm sorry if you're a Cleveland Cavalier fan and you have to see this, especially because Kyrie Irving went ahead and unfollowed LeBron James from Instagram for some reason.
That was insane.
But I think they did a great job on Kyrie Irving himself. Like, the sweat, first of all, looks absolutely incredible in NBA Live. The basketball in itself looks incredible. I am just, for the fact that NBA Live actually looks like a next-gen video game this year is already a huge accomplishment. But just look at the little nitty-bitty details. Look at the jersey, for example, that Kyrie has. And first of all, are these the Adidas jerseys or the Nike jerseys? I'm assuming these are the Adidas ones still, right?
I think these are the Adidas ones, yeah.
But regardless, man, like the detail for it, you can see like it's definitely like some nice little nylon. They have that little dotted thing going on down the middle. What do you think about them?
I'm going away from Kyrie. When you look at Isaiah Thomas, look at the sweat, like the sweat going down his arm. Like that, to me, like that just takes away the whole picture. Like just the little bitty details and how it's reflecting off the light. I think that's just amazing, going from where Live was a couple years ago, just being kind of a joke.
Yeah, definitely. And the one thing I've noticed about Live that I don't know if they went out to do this, but in Live, the tattoos are a little bit more distinct. You could definitely notice Kyrie Irving's tattoos a little bit more. And just a little bit of a side note, NBA Live and Madden are made by the same company. Madden, why are you not able to get tattoos on your players, bro? Like, I don't see how it's so hard to do it. Why is it that hard? Like, there's less skin. Okay, all right, sorry, I got a little distracted. It just, it baffles me a little bit.
I don't get it. I don't get it either.
But yeah, man, I think Kyrie looks great. I agree with you with Isaiah Thomas. That's a great thing to point out. The sweat looks absolutely amazing. I'm a huge fan of how this is all looking, especially Kyrie Irving's beard. And speaking about beards, let's get to the next one, shall we? Paul George wearing his signature Nike jersey. Well, the new signature Nike jerseys that the NBA has just recently announced. And the first thing I'm noticing is the tattoos look a little bit more faded. When I said this in my video yesterday on the screenshots, a lot of people were saying that these were a result of, added realism. They wanted NBA 2K wanted the tattoos to look a little bit more faded. Personally, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but another thing I noticed is Paul George's hairstyle. Definitely different than the way his hair would look in previous games. Definitely the beard, you could literally see the little nitty-gritty details of his beard. You can see individual grains of his beard coming off, and as a person that tries to grow beards unsuccessfully on a daily basis, I could definitely appreciate that. What do you think, T?
I would have to say the same thing about the tattoos. Like, if you look at Live's kind of screenshots and what they've shown, like the tattoos, you can see them clearly and everything. I get what they're saying with the realism, but I don't personally am a fan of like kind of the faded tattoos. I want to see them like in the game. Like, I want to be able, like, I see Paul George, I want to see his angel on his arm. And with the beard, excuse me, I have to say the same thing. I love just the little nitty-gritty things. Like, I see the little strains of hair, and then how like his hair, like his beard line is lined up perfectly, his hairline is lined up perfectly, but it's not always the same though. Like, you go to someone like IT, his hairline's kind of like inconsistent, so it's not like they just put, the same guys, like they didn't just put the same hairstyles in each player. They actually took the time to find what's like different about each one of their hairs and made it them.
And when you compare this to NBA Live 18, in NBA Live, you could literally see, I think NBA Live is kind of winning me over in the whole hair battle, because you can see little individual pieces of hair. In NBA 2K, they kind of have that going for themselves with the facial hair, but in NBA Live, I don't know if it's the way that things are colored and saturated, but I literally see individual grains of hair on each and every single player. Who do you think wins the hair battle so far?
I've got to say Live. I mean, just looking at what we've seen so far, and then when we get into with the next couple pictures, you're just gonna see just how real it looks. Like this next picture we're gonna see, it just looks so real, it blows my mind. Like, it looks like I'm like looking at like NBA, like an actual NBA game. It's insane.
So this next picture that he's talking about is the former number 13 on the Oklahoma City Thunder, Mr. James Harden. And you and I may have some points that we're gonna disagree on here, because when I see this James Harden, first of all, his beard, with all due respect, looks like his beard when he was on the Thunder like maybe 5 years ago. It's too short of a beard. Maybe it's a bad angle, but to praise Live, I really like the way they did his fade. I really like the sweat coming off of his face. I like how his eyes are looking. I like how he's conveying emotion on his face. Again, there's sweat all over his body, down to his chest, to his right deltoid region, all over his face. I'm absolutely a fan of this, but in terms of facial hair, I think I could see the little grains of facial hair coming off, but I feel like NBA 2K has won the facial hair battle, which is kind of ironic, because I think they won I feel like NBA Live did a better job on each player's hairstyle, but what do you think?
So I would have to agree to the facial hair. Yeah, you're right. It looks like, he's kind of like back in his Thunder days. Maybe he's changed up his beard since we've last seen him. I don't know. But the thing I like to touch on too is just look at his armband on the side of his shoulder there. I know it's really little, but you can see like the lines, like the textures from like the band. It's something really little there, but I just love how they're putting so much attention to detail. And like the 50 on the chest of his jersey, you can clearly tell out what like that says, and it's a beautiful picture. I think that 2K, or excuse me, Live is hitting it off with just little details, but I would have to agree that the facial hair is got to go to 2K.
Okay, so finally, this is the final NBA 2K picture that we got yesterday, the final screenshot rather, and it's of Isaiah Thomas flexing his lanky ass bicep. So This is probably my least favorite picture so far, because for one, like, he looks like he's just flexing his bicep, and you know, he looks like he's just doing it against his will, like he's some kind of zombie. Because like, when you're flexing your bicep, you're usually like smiling, yelling, your eyes are animated, your eyes are popping out. But this is Isaiah Thomas like looking down, he's like, yeah, just flexing my little like lanky ass bicep, you know, don't mind me, you know, like check it out. And he's like pointing to it, but he's pointing to it like very unenthusiastically. He's almost like looking at the floor, or he's either looking at the floor or he's checking out some chick in the courtside seats. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but this entire, I love the animation, I love the fact that he's flexing. I don't like where his eyes are going. I really don't like what his hair looks like here. In fact, I absolutely dislike what his hair looks like. If you can see, you see it's like a little bit of an inconsistent hairline, like you said, is like how Isaiah Thomas looks like in real life. But as it goes up higher and higher, I see some kind of faded blackish whitish type of situation going on. If you zoom in on that, do you see what I'm saying? Am I like just imagining things? Are my eyes playing tricks on me, or do you see what's going on here?
No, I see it completely. Like, I'm zooming in here. I'm looking at it. I can see like a little whitish kind of tint to it. I don't know, maybe that's just the screenshot itself with so much white in the picture, but I don't know. That's kind of hard to like, you know, say it's just like the screenshot itself. I think that has to do with the hair itself.
Yeah, I'd hope so. Personally, I would hope so, because I think they did a remarkable job here on his tattoos. I think like his tattoos look wonderful. Probably the best tattooed player out of all the NBA 2K screenshots we've seen so far.
I agree. Custom. The main thing that I want though is custom tattoos. Like, we can do 2K share for logos, we can do all this crap, but we can't have freaking custom tattoos. Like, if the NBA players can have them, why do I have to have some little, like, they're like default tattoos? Like, why not can I upload my own? Like, come on, 2K.
That's actually a brilliant feature. I would love to see custom tattoos being made, especially, I believe it was a feature that was implemented in their WWE games in the past. So I'm assuming this is just another case of, you know, same developer, same type of game in the sense that it's a sports title, but they just can't implement the features in. Hopefully in the future they will, because I know NBA 2K definitely seems to have been making leaps and bounds in terms of their hairstyle game. I hear there's more customization in there, but personally, man, I'm really excited. It's a good year to be a basketball fan. Like, we have two great competitive games. Speaking coming from a person that played NBA Live before, and you guys who've seen NBA Live gameplay already, it's a very exciting year to be a sports fan. Now, guys, we're gonna have to wrap this up, but before we go, I wanted to give you guys an opportunity. If you want to see us do a top 5 rating prediction video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to myself and T's channel. It's going to be in the description down below. T, do you have any closing thoughts about these graphics? Who's your winner before we go?
Man, it's so tough, but you know what? I'm probably going to be the black sheep here. I'm going to go with Live. I honestly think Live has taken so many leaps and bounds this year. Just from the sweat kills me, man. I gotta take.
You think Live has better? You think Live has better graphics than 2K?
I think Live has better graphics, man. I think Live is gonna be I think it's gonna take those leaps and bounds, and it's gonna look so good when it comes. The gameplay is so beautiful. I'm gonna be so excited for Live this year.
I'm gonna be excited for Live as well, and I think Live may have 2K beat slightly, or you know, just be a little bit underneath 2K in terms of gameplay, because everything's a little bit more free flowing, more free moving. The one looks like a very fun game mode. They're the original masters of Ultimate Team / MyTEAM, so I think they're gonna be coming in heavy with that. But honestly, man, if you're talking about pure graphics and graphics only, bro, that's literally NBA 2K's thing. That's the thing that they are the best at. They may be too heavy on the animations, but I have to give the graphics to 2K. But of course, guys, we want to hear your opinions. Let us know up in the comment section who you think won. Besides that, I'm FlightMike. Taylor, say goodbye.
I'm TPG, boy. See you guys later.
Later.